If you'd started trading this indicator in 2020, you would have had great success in terms of knowing when big corrections were imminent. I think this will be one of the more important ones to consider for 2021. It's definitely one that I'm adding to my toolbox and just keeping an eye on as we move through the markets. Let's talk about the VIX. The VIX is the volatility index, and it does represent the call and put action in the market. And generally speaking, if you just kind of think about this big picture, whenever there is a drop in the market, there's a lot more uncertainty, and so you start seeing a lot of these options being purchased and sold at a higher rate. And that in turn does increase the value of premiums. So basically, like an option that might be trading at, say, $100 to buy the contract, maybe it inflates like 50%, and you might start seeing that trading at about a dollar or $150, or representative of 150 per contract. So something to keep in mind, but it is a great indicator of when things are getting a little bumpy, and it also means when the VIX shoots up higher, it generally stands for the market correcting significantly. This is a great indication of when to expect some volatility in the market. I've noticed that in 2020, we need to keep an eye on some really important levels. Okay, so now we are in the platform here. You can see the VIX is up. We got a chart of the VIX here, and this is right now on a 1-year timeline. So this is kind of crazy because if you go out further in time, let's just look at a longer historical chart. We have not been at our highest levels here. There was a ton of uncertainty in the 1987 crash, and that was massive. I mean, we hit 172, and that was a crazy spike, and then it proceeded to drop again. So that was really interesting to see that type of a crash. To give you an idea, in 2008, big financial crisis and crash, we went up to about 90 here. 89.53 was the high in this. And then we proceeded to have a 10-year bull run where basically we traded in the single digits to the teens. So anywhere from about $10 or $12 to a low of $8.56. And we keep getting more and more spikes now. And you'll see in 2020, there was a monster spike up above 85. And I'll go back to my, let's go weekly so you can kind of see that. There was a correction in 2018. Not too bad. We hit 50 in the VIX, great. But 85.47 was the March and February crash that we had in 2020. So pretty big deal, especially because coming up we have an inauguration, and we're almost getting to like a 1-year anniversary of this. And we are now seeing very elevated levels in the VIX. And this is kind of interesting because if you look, I marked out this level here where we had a big gap up. And it is a level that has been tested many a times in the past year. And it does seem to be holding itself as a true form of support and resistance in this line. And that's at the $20 level. And basically, we had a big spike up, came down to test, jumped, and then we came down to actually test it very closely, and then we jumped again. And these are all representative of little corrections. There was a big second wave fear coming in, and then there were some other ones related to the election, as you can see. And then I'm actually surprised that in January we didn't see levels going up near the 40 again with recent riots and some more infighting that we're still seeing within the country. So that is something that to me still seems to be somewhat unsaid. It's something to consider as we're coming into inauguration next week. And there's been a couple spikes, but we're dropping back down to test that $20 level. And it has seemed to hold its support many a times. And until we're well below that and testing it on the upside and it becomes a resistance level, I don't feel as confident in terms of being highly allocated, or I want to keep my risk in check here. And what that means is it leaves me some dry powder for when we have a correction. The options premium is inflated, and then I can actually start having higher probability trades. To give you just a really generic, possibly a poor example here, but let's put it this way. Say you're looking at a contract, and normally it might be trading at about $1 for the contract. So it's basically $100 in the VIX here, the volatility starts to inflate, think of it as inflating the prices of those contracts. So say now it's trading at like $1.50, so that's now $50 more for something that usually trades around $1 or so. So you can take advantage of that by selling that premium, and you have a higher risk, higher chance of success, lower risk in that trade. And that's something I'm keeping a lot of my capital available for in case we have a big move like that. So something to consider. It's definitely one of the bigger indicators I'm keeping an eye on for the year. And I was hunting around for trades today and decided I would wait and see how it looks for next week. So I'll try and compile a list of the stocks I'm watching, what I expect, what I want to see in the market, and kind of the way I want to approach that. But I want to know, what are you trading? What do you think is important right now? What should we be watching? And how do you want to approach the market? And what do you think about the VIX? Do you think that's a great indicator? Should that be something we should be watching in 2021? And also, don't forget to subscribe. We frequently post the income trades because the income is the funnel that helps fuel bigger trades to grow that account. But also, we can now divert some of that income into speculative plays that we think will 10 or 20x, and just put a little bit in there. Also into higher end retirement type based stock. So that's the beauty of options income trading. I definitely appreciate stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll get updates multiple times a week from me and what my expectations are. So thank you again. I'll see you. Peace.